Oh, na 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 na. What's good, yo? It's rap mythology, the reincarnation of Ramakrishna, Yoka Empath, bringing that brand new flavor. I'm feeling that song right there, son. Africa is taking over, son. Jamaican music is kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Falling out slowly but surely, man. Africa is taking over, son. Meeting in my behold, na 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 na. Yeah, so this is a message to all the prostitutes on Soft White Underbelly. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching y'all a lot lately, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Key. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the other girl. What's her name? Tasha. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tasha. I see that y'all like some real bitches and shit. You know what I'm saying? And y'all got a lot of wisdom. And I just appreciate, all the knowledge that, you know what I'm saying, y'all got to offer and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I just see the realness in y'all. So y'all got the empath in me like coming out and shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got the empath, you know what I'm saying, coming out in a nigga. And got me wondering like, you know what I'm saying, like, what could I say? Like, what could I do or say to help somebody like this? You know what I'm saying? Because like I could see your soul. You understand what I'm saying? I can feel a lot of y'all pain. I have to detach actually sometimes because I can actually feel y'all pain and shit when I'm watching this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I can see divinity in some of y'all and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to talk about like why this shit be happening to us in the first place, and you know what I'm saying, and you know what I mean. Why this shit be even happening? Like I'm gonna tell you this shit from the soul. You know what I'm saying? From the soul perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like I be wanting to, you know what I'm saying? You know how game and shit, like a nigga will spit game and a pimp will spit game and get you into the game and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like. I'm like, how can I fucking spit so much game to a bitch that she want to get out the game? You know what I'm saying? How can I spit some spiritual shit to a bitch that she's motivated so much that she want to get out? You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to try, son. But I actually know there's nothing I can say to make a bitch jump up out the game and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? There's probably nothing I can say. You know what I'm saying? You got all these niggas probably... You know what I'm saying? Trying to say something. Cause we empaths and shit. That dude that, you know what I'm saying, end up falling in love with you and like see how beautiful you are. Trying to tell you that you so beautiful. You don't got to be doing this. And that's me. You know what I'm saying? The empath and shit. You know what I'm saying? And the empath and the narcissist kind of have a dynamic together. You know what I'm saying? So I done had some experiences with y'all and shit. And I wanted to share some of my experience too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, in scientific terminology, they be calling y'all the seductive narcissist. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like the scientific label that they put on it or whatever that describes the personality and all that. But we all know that this is street shit. You know what I'm saying? Your personality kind of develops into this shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Some street shit is real life, it's real shit. You know what I'm saying? But in scientific terms, they call it a seductive narcissist. So, you know what I'm saying? I just want to share some spiritual truths with y'all that, maybe you could take in and just guide you along the way. You know what I'm saying? Word. Yeah, so some of the people on Soft White Underbelly, some of them have no soul at all. Some have a severely damaged soul. It's a lot of damaged souls on there, like the people that they're talking to, and I'm noticing this. And I'm a healer. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I could say something to help you heal. This is my voice, and the things that I say help people heal or whatnot. So, you know what I mean? So I want to explain to you about what's called the soul's growth and evolution. You feel me? Soul's growth and evolution. Now, your whole life is written in the stars before you even come here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the moves that I'm making now is based off of my natal chart. Like, your sign, your zodiac sign or whatever. Sagittarius, Scorpio, you know what I'm saying? Leo, Cancer, whatever you might be, right? There's way more to it than that. You got a whole chart with a list full of signs and shit that you also got to pay attention to, especially your moon sign. Your moon sign is more important than the sun sign. You feel me? So basically what I'm trying to say, right, is that the soul chooses how it wants to live, you know what I'm saying, this life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So basically everything you go through, the people that you meet, you chose to go through these experiences before you even came here. You feel me? And that should be sounding crazy. That should be sounding crazy because you got to understand the soul is forever. The body is temporary. So the soul knows that this earth shit, this is an illusion. You know what I'm saying? When you go to sleep, you die every day. You feel me? We all scared of death and whatnot, but every night when you fall asleep, you die. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So when you go to sleep and you dream, that's the real world. This world is the reality. Pardon me. This world is the illusion. The dream world is the reality. You know what I'm saying? A part of the real, what's real and shit. You ever watch The Matrix? They explain it to you really well in there. You know what I'm saying? So the soul understands that it's going down there to an experience. The Matrix, a 3D illusion. So it doesn't give a fuck if you a prostitute or a crackhead or whatever. The soul is pure. The soul can never do no wrong. The soul is asleep while you're here in this life. It wants to experience being rich. It wants to experience being poor. It wants to experience being healthy. You understand what I'm saying? It wants to experience every fucking thing. You understand what I'm saying? Take these lessons that it learns, you know what I'm saying? Go through the cycles of the zodiac and then go back to the spiritual, to the ethers, you know what I'm saying, with all these learned lessons and whatnot. It's just school. This is earth school. So even me, son, I had to deal with wild shit, and I had to think like, why would I fucking choose the shit that I chose for myself? You understand what I'm saying? Word. Yeah, I had to get a fucking boogie for this shit, son. Word, but yoga empaths and smoking is quite common and shit, but yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking Ramakrishna, right? Soon as I come into the world, you know what I'm saying? In my past life and shit, I'm Ramakrishna, there's this divine saint. Boom, as soon as I come in here with hella light. You know what I'm saying? I'm all lit up and shit. You know what I mean? Demons and shit trying to get at me from fucking everywhere since birth and shit, you know what I'm saying? But God protected me in this shit too. You feel me? So in my past life, everything was a divine mother, the holy divine, the divine feminine, holy mother. You know what I'm saying? I would think I was fucking too into my mother. I was too into the divine feminine and the holy mother this past life. So I had issues with my mother and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Molested at 5 years old and shit. You know what I'm saying? My mother's fucking boyfriend and shit, right? He would send her to the store and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, to the grocery store, you know what I mean? Have me in the bed, put cartoons on, have me laying in the bed, you know what I'm saying, sucking and kissing on my shit and whatnot. But you know what I'm saying, I done got mad spiritual knowledge and shit, right? So boom, I detach from my body and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking down at the shit, I'm not even in my body. I'm like, nigga, you can have that shit. I'm into the cartoon, I'm up here. They down there and shit. I'm up here watching a cartoon and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga did this shit a handful of times or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Word, but niggas try to get at me. I'm like, why the fuck did I choose that shit for myself? But that shit made me not want to reincarnate no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got fucking niggas' parents, your boyfriend's girlfriends trying to fucking fuck with you. It just showed me like how evil this shit is. Like, even though I'm about to do well and be prosperous and all of that, it's just a reminder, like, from like how fucked up this shit is. You know what I'm saying? This is not where it's at. Like, you know what I'm saying? My mother really didn't catch. I didn't really tell nobody what was going on either. I was scared to death. The nigga was scaring me and shit. So I didn't but I did not even want to be nowhere around my mother. Like, God saved me out of that fucking situation. My grandmother got custody of me and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I was with my father and my grandmother, like God got me up out of that, because I didn't even fucking tell nobody what was going on and shit. It was just like, you know what I'm saying? I was protected. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So I'm 5 years old, whatever. I ain't want to be nowhere near with my mother because she was with this dude. So man, years start going by. You know, when trauma hits a child, you could bury it so deep that you don't even remember the shit. So like around 7, 8, 9, I started kind of waking up like, yo, hold up, man. Where the fuck is my mother at? You know what I'm saying? What's going on here? Like, where's my mother at? Like, yo, you supposed to be trying to contact me, hit me up, like, you know what I'm saying? I would write her letters all the time, barely got a response and shit like that. After a while, she kind of started to like ignore me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't speak to my mother till I was about like 15 years old and shit. You know what I'm saying? So recently in my natal chart, I'm seeing that I got these issues with my mother and shit. The shit actually tells me, I have a planetary alignment that tells me to watch out for the opposite sex because of all the karmic soulmates I have from the past life. And that's why I love them so much, and they might try to take advantage of my love and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they would probably, looked up to me and loved me and shit like that, and I might have made them feel a certain type of way in my past life. You know what I'm saying? So now it's kind of like the reverse. You feel me? So they're the ones that can kind of take the most advantage of me and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm on it, son. Now I'm on it. Y'all niggas ain't getting me no more though. You know what I'm saying? So my mother is fucking one of them. You know what I'm saying? Now, the covert narcissist, right? One trait of the covert narcissist is when the child is getting more attention. You know what I'm saying? Than the narcissist, than the covert. They totally reject the child, son. You know what I'm saying? And I know, boom, I was Ramakrishna before I came in here with a whole bunch of light so I could see that happening. You know what I'm saying? After a while, I just got totally rejected. You feel me? So it's a combination of past life karma and choice. Why you go through the shit that you go through in life. You feel me? So you come here to learn lessons. You feel me? All the shit that we go through, you gotta learn from this shit and grow from it. And learn the lesson and move on. You know what I'm saying? It's possible to heal. So all your deeds that are done on earth are recorded in the Akashic records. You feel me? So we already in hell. You know what I'm saying? The idea that you're going to go to hell if you have a bad life or whatever, all that means is that you're going to reincarnate again. You're going to come back and live another human life again. You know what I'm saying? If you don't realize what you are as a soul, you know what I'm saying, attain enlightenment, realize that you're living in an illusion. Because once you realize this is an illusion, how can you have guilt for something that's not even real? You know what I'm saying? You just understand your fucking mistakes and move on. You feel me? So when the soul, right, doesn't understand this lesson now, this is because of school, movies, entertainment. School is fucking brainwashing you into half of the shit that we doing too. You know what I'm saying? School is fucking brainwashing you into get a 9 to 5 and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, education, entertainment, you understand what I'm saying? Peer pressure. You know what I'm saying? All this shit got us leading us astray and whatnot. So when the soul starts to it doesn't realize it's a soul anymore. It just thinks it's a human, and it just has this one life. You know what I'm saying? When you lose that connection to your soul is when the soul gets lost in the cycles of reincarnation. It keeps coming back and coming back and coming back and coming back and coming back. You know what I'm saying? Because every time you're born, you just think you're a human. You don't realize that you're a soul having a human experience. And then none of this shit is real anyway. You know what I'm saying? You're just here to fucking experience it your way, make the most out of it. You know what I'm saying? Graduate, go to the fucking next class. You know what I'm saying? You go to about 4 or 5 classes. Boom, you get your degree and you out. You know what I'm saying? But niggas be failing and shit, coming back over and over and over and over and over and over again, and you be a lost soul. And that's what's happening to a lot of the people on Soft White Underbelly too. They're lost souls. You know what I'm saying? They've forgotten their connection with the divine or whatever, and they keep getting caught in the cycles of reincarnation due to all the brainwashing and all that shit that's going on in the environment. So it was hard for me to incarnate now, son. This is fucking Babylon out here, son. I incarnated into the worst of the worst times, like, you know what I'm saying? It's bad. Before I was in fucking India, you know what I mean? Like, kind of fucking isolated and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I had a few traveling experiences, but I didn't have to deal with all this crazy shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It was a real religious time back then, so the culture was, you know what I'm saying, spiritual and religious. So I'm born in America with this fucking nothing but demons out here and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking fighting these niggas off from birth, son. So, y'all women, y'all got mad power. Y'all got way more power than men do. You know what I'm saying? Just your period blood alone is the most powerful elixir on earth. You know what I'm saying? You could take your period blood, right? Take the pad, put it in some water, you know what I'm saying? So if the water gets red, nigga, you could put that shit in anything. Kool-Aid, spaghetti, you know what I'm saying? Wine or some shit, have a nigga drink. You speak some shit into that shit, what you want the nigga to do or whatever, man, times. Speak that shit into there. You know what I'm saying? You be controlling your pimp and shit. Y'all don't be realizing fucking how much power y'all got, son. Y'all niggas use that divine feminine energy, son. You can accomplish anything out here. It's only because you telling your mind, right? You have it fixed in your mind, oh, this is my circumstances. I can only do this. You know what I'm saying? I can only do that. So in your subconscious, like, you got to hear even with how y'all talking, like, in your subconscious is going to take that in, and that's what it's going to be. You're only going to be able to do that. You're only going to be able to live that lifestyle. You understand? But if you start reprogramming your mind. You understand what I'm saying? To be more optimistic and know that you can achieve anything out here. You can have all the abundance you want. You have to bring it into existence. So you try to have your mind like that. Like, what are you bringing into existence? You know what I'm saying? All you keep talking about is all the trauma that you've been through, and oh, I can only live like this, and I can only do this, and then it's gonna be that you can only do that. But if you start saying, I got 100,000 in my pocket, I got 100,000 in my pocket, I got 100,000 in my pocket, this universe is gonna find some fucking way to get 100,000 in your pocket. You don't gotta fucking go do all of that extra crazy shit. It's just something simple like that. You understand what I'm trying to say? So it's really about changing your thought process and your mind. And you know what I'm saying? Cleaning up your aura, because a lot of the shit that been your aura from dealing with all these dudes, a lot of these dudes got demonic attachments. You know what I'm saying? Especially the pervert ones, just trying to do some whole other shit. That's why I like the dude, the girl, what's her name? I don't want to say her name wrong. Tasha. The girl Tasha, because she said she look at the trick and she get any little inkling that the shit is not right, she's not fucking with it, because she done been in a situation, been raped before, she felt that energy. So now she's sensitive to that energy that, you know, is out looking to harm and shit like that. So when she goes up in the car, she could feel, she recognizes the energy. She's like, nah, I'm not fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even be knowing like how much fucking power y'all got. So, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of knowledge of the game. One time I was like kind of like a boyfriend pimp, and I didn't even know that I was and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I was in Brazil. I went to Brazil for vacation or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got with a couple of girls and shit like that, but I ended up bumping into Patricia. You know what I'm saying? She was a Leo. She had the same birthday as one of my dear friends in life or whatever. She had the same birthday. You know what I'm saying? So she was charismatic, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if we fell in love, you know what I'm saying? I think we fell in lust. I don't know, you know what I mean? But like, so I gave her my number. We had a good ass time in Brazil or whatever. We was lovey-dovey. She made me have a good time or whatever. I gave her my number thinking like, you live in Brazil, I live in New York. I was like, she's probably never gonna call me, and I'm like she live, you know what I'm saying? I live mad far. As soon as I got home that first day, that's when the phones were still on the wall. Cell phones was new and shit. She was calling my house all crazy. You know what I'm saying? And we used to talk on in the computer lab, you know what I'm saying? We used to fucking video chat with each other just about every day and shit. And I never really was like telling her she had to change her lifestyle or nothing like that. I was just being like a friend. Like, we was just chilling, talking. Yo, it was mad funny. But I was her trophy though. I didn't even know. I was her trophy. She, like, some of the other girls that I was there with, she would bring them down to the computer lab and shit like that, and there would be like a line of girls waiting there to talk to me and shit like that. And she would be chilling, like she would feel like she was the shit. And you know what I'm saying? It kind of like, I think it made her feel like she was that bitch or whatever, because she had, you know, all these girls wanted to talk to her little boyfriend or whatever. So I was her trophy, you know what I'm saying? And when I came back out there the second time and shit, all the girls was approaching me like, yo, you Patricia's boyfriend? Yeah, looking at me like, oh shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you Patricia's boyfriend and shit? Everybody was saying that shit to me and shit. You know what I'm saying? But she had let me stay in her apartment the next time I came out there. But I'm not realizing I'm like her trophy and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I think I was kind of her light. Like, she was able to come to me and get comfort and nurturing, and go back out there and do like whatever she had to do or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I started seeing other niggas come in the computer lab and shit after a while. Like, we was doing this for like almost a year, and then towards the end, right before I came out there, you know what I'm saying? Then we went through the shit out there. We broke up when I came back and all that. I'm still in her apartment though, but she probably met some other dude that had what I had plus money. You understand what I'm saying? She would ask me for money once in a blue and shit, but you know, my pops and my friends telling me don't send the girls out there no money, don't send them no money or whatever. So she would ask me and I'd be like, nah. And you know what I'm saying? She wouldn't really stress me about it. I guess it was like she had to do what she had to do. But we didn't talk about that shit at all. Like, it was almost like it didn't exist. You know what I'm saying? Our world was like something totally different. Like, we talked as regular friend shit. You know what I'm saying? She had me speaking Portuguese. You know what I'm saying? I was teaching her more English. You know what I'm saying? So I was sharpening her game out there. You know what I'm saying? And we just talked on some friendship. Word for like a year. You know what I'm saying? So that was my boyfriend Pimp experience and shit. But yeah, man, I'm gonna leave that one there, y'all. Rap mythology, the reincarnation of Ramakrishna, a yoga empath, bringing that brand new flavor in here, alright? Peace.